What's up, guys? It's Navarro, Penny Stocks Club 13, June 10th, 2020. And what a great day again, guys. What a great trade again. I'm going to go straight to it. SCON, our biggest trade from yesterday, swing trade from yesterday, called it out at the break of 50 and took profits at 0.75, 0.80, 0.85, guys, for an average of a 50% gain. Awesome trade. Again, I took profits when I had them. And remember, yesterday I told you, go back and check the video. I told you it's trading above aftermarket above 60. Next level I see is 70, 80, and 90. And I did say the other level is $1, but I am not that aggressive a trader to hold all the way up to one. And I didn't. It could have kept on going higher. I don't care. I want to make sure I have profits in my pocket. So you got to take them now. Pre-market, it hit highs of 107. It retraced all the way back down, so there was no way this thing had the power to get up there. Now I do have it on watch again. If it does turn around and make another move, then depending on how it closes at the end of the day tomorrow or possibly Friday, then I'll be back in it for another swing trade. For now, it just goes back on watch. SCON, great trade. Hope everybody makes. Actually, everybody should have made profits. So let me just say that there was no way you could have ended up red if you bought it at the call out or close to the call out price. BBIB, guys, this one has been on watch since last week. If you go back to the videos, I did draw this line, this two level, and I said on this day when Danny called it out, I said, if it holds and shows support over two and it comes and tests this level right here, the 220, I'm going to be back in it. I was. And it did close today above the 220. So this one's still in play. This one is still in play. I have alerts set already here. There's a couple here. The bid and the ask are still good. So again, this one is still curling up. So it's still in play. VVIV. Zila was another call out. This one was a call out due to the technology sector being strong yesterday, along with SCON, another technology call out. This one didn't work out for us. Unfortunately, I did take a loss. And, it had this big candle break over the 180 SMA. I called it out. It did trickle up, but ended up opening higher. I sold it when it broke the 0.70 level, somewhere around there. So I took a good loss, 14, 15%, unfortunately. But again, it didn't affect my overall profits. I was still green for the day, and I was very well green for the day. Let me put it that way, guys. So, you know, um, Zila didn't work out. Right now, it did. I will mention this. It did close above the 180 SMA, so I will be setting alerts right now, as you can see, for a possible turnaround. And if it does come back around, then you know how it goes. We'll be back in it, and hopefully, we'll get some profits or at least make back what we lost. Next call out, MBIS. MBIS is could have been profitable depending on your entry and your exit. I did call it out for the break of 120. So if you got it around 120, 125, you did have a chance at the open to end up with about around 5%. And even if you sold it at yesterday's close at 125, you could have probably just ended up even. But it did have a 5% opportunity, and it did not it did not retrace all the way back down to this yesterday's candle open, which was down here at 102. So this one, if you follow the price action up right here at the close down here. So if tomorrow it closes up here, which I have my alert set, then it's probably a good signal for continuation. So MVIS, another swing trade from yesterday. I did get about a 4 to 5% gain on it. So again, another winner, and 5% is still again our goal in Penny Stocks Club 13 is 5 to 10% gain on every trade. So 5%, that's a good trade. Today's call outs, guys, INUV. INUV was also on a previous video. If you go back and watch it, it's actually a couple of videos. I did trade it when it broke above this line on an ascending wedge pattern. It broke above. I called it here around 0.51, 0.52. Sold it the following day and did get about 20% profit, which was good. It held above the 0.50. I did mention on the videos, if you go back and check that if it does not break below the 0.50 level, if it shows support, then it was another go. Unfortunately, we're on other trades. I did see it. I didn't call it out because if I'm not in it, I mean, I would feel horrible that I'm calling it out and you're not in it. I guess I can do it. I'll just let you know what? It's good for a swing, but I am not in it. I don't have any more cash with me to buy into it. I'm all stuck on other trades. So, again, this was a good setup 3 days ago. And then today, the reason I called it out is because I saw this big red candle, and then I saw the volume had a some decent news, and what I was thinking, okay, these shorts they're gonna get squeezed out. If it breaks 80, it broke 80. I called it out around 83, 84. Some of you got it on the pullback to 80. I got it right at 0.85, guys. And then it started turning curling back up during the day. Let me take you to the 1 minute 3 day chart. So it broke the 180 level right here. This is the 180 level. And I called it out right around somewhere here, 85, and trickled back down, started curling back up. I added somewhere here at the break of 85. Then I added at the break of 90. So right now, it's still, it's still good. It's still solid. It did retrace back a little. But again, I'm green on this one, and it's above my entry. So hopefully tomorrow it'll give me a chance to at least be profitable and get out of it with a decent amount of money. So INUV, a great pattern, great trade, and hopefully tomorrow will give us some profits. We'll be able to lock them in. Next one, FCEL, another one from previous videos, guys. Another one. Okay, everything's in the videos. If you watch what I said, we traded it over the 250 level. I called it at the break of 250 or before the break of 250. So if you got in on it, and let me go back to the exact day on this candle right here, the break of 250, I sold it at 275. Go back to the videos and check it out. About a 10% move. Okay, that's about a 10% move, 9% to 9.31% to be exact. I'm just rounding up. And then I said on the following day, you know what? This one this type of candle here is still on watch, but what I would want to see this stock do is either consolidate or come down and hold support around the 250, 240 level. And look at this candle, touch 240 and it went up. It's a touch and go. This is a touch and go. Whenever you see a stock do this touch and go, it's good to go for a swing trade, guys. That means it showed support already. It confirmed it, touch and go. And then today, look at this big move, and look at the volume down here. I mean, this was a no-brainer. We had to be in it. I called it, and I told you on the previous videos. If it comes back and breaks this level, and then it comes and tests the 3 level, I'm gonna be in it before it breaks 3. It was a lunchtime breakout. I don't like lunchtime breakouts, but I had the plan already. I mentioned it on the video. If it came and tested that 3 level, I was gonna be in it. I called it at 290, and I got it at 291, 293, somewhere around there. And it made highs of 132, 16% move, somewhere around there, 17, close to it. It did retrace back after hours. May take you to the 1 day, 1 minute, but again, everything we're still above water. We were never below water. Called it out right here at the break of 90, and look, it never gave us a red day. I mean, unless you got it over 3, but I hope you didn't. And right now, it's still over 3, even after market. So this one is good to go. This one and PLUG are the talk about they're talking about being providers to Amazon, Target, Walmart, all those big companies that use delivery services and forklifts and all of that to replace those gas powered vehicles for battery powered ones. And that's why FCEL is probably going to be a good hopefully have good earnings, and then we'll keep on trading it afterwards. BIOC, another one from the videos, broke up at the 180, and broke above the 180, came back down, broke above it, and it's been 3 days. It's been over it, and it's creating higher lows, guys. And that's why I did tell you, if it doesn't break below 0.50, this is a solid setup. And today it made a move. I thought it had picked its move. It's creating this wedge pattern here, and hopefully tomorrow we can see that continuation, break 0.60, get to 0.65, and then I did tell you, I drew this line on the other video for you, that point 67 level, 67.50 level, that is another resistance. So profits right before that. If you want to leave some for a possible break and continuation, then that's good too. Again, that's my idea on BIOC. Let's go on to the next one, VISL. This one, I did call it out at 0.95, 96. That's actually where I got it up here on the move. But let me take you to the daily. Now, well, before I go, this is the daily. Big move, big push. I remember we traded it from here, made 100%. It retraced back down, but it hasn't broken down this level. I have this line right here. So why did I call this one out? Let me take you back to another pattern, and I didn't trade this one either, but I had it in mind because it was doing the same thing. Had a big day, started trickling back down, and then what did it do? That little curl that I talk about all the time, guys. Look at the curl and look at the increasing volume as it's going up. Boom. So VISL, similar pattern is still in play. I am holding it right now on the swing trade. I am underwater, but this one, if it continues curling back up, I got all these alerts set up, guys, and it should be good. And look at the volume. Look at the volume here. It's getting lower and lower, lower and lower. So hopefully tomorrow it doesn't sell off and it opens a little higher and then it starts trickling back up with good volume. Then we're good. I'll probably hold it for a couple of days. This one I am willing to hold a couple of days if it confirms my idea. BISL. Next one, I'm only gonna give you a couple of watch stocks for tomorrow. IDEX. Okay, this one, huge move, got knocked down, moved higher, gap, moved higher on the gap, and then right now it made a higher low. So price action, I like to follow the price action. I have my alert set. I would like for it to come and test the 140 and break over it. That's where my entry is gonna be. I like to trade with confirmations. That's what I'm looking for on IDEX. And again, if it gets news, then definitely I'm gonna be in it. BNGO was another one that was on watch today for a day trade. It made this move during the intraday. Sorry, got the wrong one. 1 day, 3 minutes. It made this big move, and I said, okay, we've been having it on watch for a while. Made the big move, and I said, okay, if it holds above 60, then we're gonna be good. Unfortunately, it broke below, and I said, okay, it's a no go. It's a no go. No day trade. If it comes back over 60, then and sets up for a swing trade, then we'll be in it. It did break above 60, but again, got knocked down again. And right now, it's just kind of undecided where it's want to go, where it wants to go. I do have some alerts set here. I probably like it over 65 at this point, just for confirmation. And again, I like to trade with confirmation or the high, a new high of the 0.6484, which was the high day to day. Then I'll be in it for a swing trade. That's BNGO. And last one is Mara, Bitcoin stock. But again, it's trickling up. It is getting this upper wicks, but it's still making higher moves. So that's the only reason it's on watch, and because it had a great volume day and it broke over the 180 SMA. If it comes down and does not break below for the next 2 days and starts doing that little curve, that little curl that I talk about, then we're in it for a swing trade, guys. That's it for me. Hope everybody enjoys this. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. And again, I will not be trading tomorrow. My daughter has a tournament. So if anybody has some call outs or anything like that, post them on the WhatsApp chat. I'll be looking forward to them, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.